Tennis is a sport in which 2 or 4 players strike a ball with rackets over a net stretched across a course. The usual form, originally called a lawn tennis, is played with a felt-covered hollow rubber ball on the grass, clay, or artificial surface. The 2 laws we will be demonstrating in our video are the law of conservation of momentum and the law of conservation of energy. Momentum of a tennis ball. Momentum is the mass of an object multiplied by its velocity. Mass and speed affect an object's momentum. Momentum is P equals mv. P is momentum, m is mass, and v is velocity. When a tennis player hits the tennis ball with his racket, he exerts a force onto the tennis ball, which changes the direction of its momentum to return it over the net. For a collision occurring between object 1 and object 2 in an isolated system like the tennis ball and racket system, the total momentum of the 2 objects before the collision is equal to the total momentum of the 2 objects after the collision. That is, the momentum lost by object 1, the racket, is equal to the momentum gained by object 2, the tennis ball. Transfer of energy from the racket to the ball. Potential energy is energy that is stored and held in readiness. Kinetic energy is the energy of motion. An object that has motion, like a bouncing tennis ball, has kinetic energy. When you hit a tennis ball, the kinetic energy is released in the ball's motion. When the ball hits the ground, some energy is transferred into the ground or the air as heat or sound. The more energy left in the ball, the higher it will bounce back up. The law of conservation of energy states that energy cannot be created or destroyed, but can be transformed. When a tennis ball falls, its gravitational potential energy is transformed into kinetic energy. The stored potential energy in a tennis racket is transferred as kinetic energy into the tennis ball after impact. Once a tennis ball is hit, kinetic energy is released in the ball's motion. The ball doubles its energy and speed if your opponent returns the ball to you.